him and his family, and send blessing and prosperity on all the work of his hands. Baruch hu et Adonai humble rock. Baruch Adonai humble rock le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bakar banu mikol ha'amin. V'natan banu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, King of the universe, who chose us from all the peoples and gave to us his Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai, giver of the Torah. Numbers chapter 5, verses 11 through 31.
Yehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, when any man's wife turns aside and has committed a trespass against him, and a man has intercourse with her, and it is hidden from the eyes of her husband, and is concealed that she has defiled herself, and there is no witness against her, nor was she caught, and a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife who has defiled herself, or a spirit of jealousy comes upon him, and he becomes jealous of his wife, although she has not defiled herself. Then the man shall bring his wife to the priest, and he shall bring the offering for her, 1/10 of an ephah of barley flour. He is not to pour oil on it or put frankincense on it, because it is a grain offering of jealousy, an offering for remembering, for bringing crookedness to remembrance. Are they going?
To 31.
31.
11 to 31.
And the priest shall bring her near, and shall make her stand before Yehovah. And the priest shall take set-apart water in an earthen vessel, and take some of the dust that is on the floor of the dwelling place, and put it into the water. The priest shall make the woman stand before Yehovah, and shall uncover the woman's head, and put the offering for remembering in her hands, which is the grain offering of jealousy, while the priest holds in his hand the bitter water that brings a curse. And the priest shall make her swear, and say to the woman, If no man is lain with you, and if you have not turned aside to uncleanness after your husband's authority, be free from this bitter water that brings a curse. But if you have turned aside under your husband's authority, and if you have defiled yourself, and some man other than your husband is lain with you, then the priest shall make the woman swear with the oath of the curse, and he shall say to the woman, Yehovah make you a curse and an oath among your people, when Yehovah makes your thigh waste away and your belly swell. And this water that causes the curse shall go into your inward parts, and make your belly swell and your thigh waste away. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and shall wipe them off into the bitter water, and shall make the woman drink the bitter water that brings the curse, and the water that brings the curse shall enter her to become bitter. And the priest shall take the grain offering of jealousy from the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before Yehovah, and bring it to the altar. The priest shall take a hand filled with the offering, as its remembrance offering, and burn it on the altar, and afterward make the woman drink the water. When he has made her drink the water, then it shall be, if she has defiled herself and has committed a trespass against her husband, that the water that brings the curse shall enter her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall waste away, and the woman shall become a curse among her people. But if the woman has not defiled herself and is clean, then she shall be clear and shall conceive children. This is the Torah of jealousy, when a wife turns aside under her husband's authority and defiles herself, or when a spirit of jealousy comes upon a man and he becomes jealous of his wife. Then he shall make the woman stand before Yehovah, and the priest shall do to her all his Torah. And the man shall be clear from crookedness, but the woman bear crookedness.
Blessing after the reading of the Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'kayolam nata b'tokenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, King of the universe, who gave to us the Torah of truth and put an everlasting life in our midst. Blessed are you, Adonai, giver of the Torah. The Beit song on page
89.
Thank you. Beit Kaim lama kasihima v'tokeha meushar dirakeha darkei v'kol netivoteha shalom. Shivenu Adonai, Ele Kavena Shuva, Kadesh, Kadesh Yameinu, Kadesh Yameinu Kedem. It is a tree of life to those who grasp it, and those who support it are blessed. Its ways are pleasant ways, and all its paths are peace. Cause us to return to you, Adonai, and we shall return. Renew our days as a whole. Now our Torah, Haftorah reading, Hosea chapter 4, verses 10 through 19. The blessing before the reading of the Haftorah, bottom of page 84. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bakar b'nevi'im tovim, v'ratzah b'devarehem. Ha ne'emorim ba'emet, Baruch atah Adonai haboker b'torah u'Moshe abdo, u'Yisrael amo u'neve'eh ha'emet b'tzedek. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, King of the universe, who chose good prophets, and was pleased with their word which they spoke in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, who chose the Torah, Moses his servant, Israel his people, and the prophets of truth and righteousness. Hosea chapter 4, verses 10 through 19.
For they shall eat, but not have enough. They shall commit harlotry, but not increase, because they have ceased obeying the Lord. Harlotry wine and new wine enslave the heart. My people ask counsel from their wooden idols, and their staff informs them. For the spirit of harlotry has caused them to stray, and they have played the harlot against their God. They offer sacrifices on the mountaintops. They burn incense on the hills, under oaks, poplars, and terebinths, because their shade is good. Therefore your daughters commit adultery, harlotry, and your brides commit adultery. I will not punish your daughters when they commit harlotry, nor your brides when they commit adultery. For the men themselves go apart with harlots and offer sacrifices with a ritual harlot. Therefore the people who do not understand will be trampled. Though you, Israel, play the harlot, let not Judah offend. Do not come up to Gilgal, nor go up to Beth Aven, nor swear an oath, saying, as the Lord lives. For Israel is stubborn, like a stubborn calf. Now the Lord will let them forage like a lamb in the open country. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. Their drink is rebellion. They commit harlotry continually. The rulers dearly love dishonor. The wind has wrapped her up in its wings. They shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices.
The blessing before the reading of the after the reading of the Haftorah and before the apostolic portion. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, King of the universe, Rock of all the worlds, righteous in all the generations, the Almighty, the faithful one who says and does, who speaks and fulfills, for all his words are true. Dependable are you, Adonai, our God, and dependable are your words, and not one of your words is ever retracted unfulfilled. For you are the Almighty, a King who is dependable and merciful. Blessed are you, Adonai, the Almighty, who is dependable in all his words. Our apostolic reading is Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 to 33. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 25 to 33.
Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, so that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of water with the word, that he might present himself the church in all her glory, having no spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that she would be holy and blameless. So husbands ought also to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his own wife loves himself. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as Christ also does the church, because we are members of his body. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and shall be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This mystery is great, but I am speaking with reference to Christ and the church. Nevertheless, each individual among you also is to love his own wife, even as himself, and the wife must see to it that she respects her husband.
there is a common